It is great. I do mean it's great to be able to welcome you here this morning. And, in life, as we go through life, we know how life throws many challenges at us. But, for every challenge that is thrown at us, we are made stronger. With every challenge that's thrown at us, we depend more on God. Because it says in Philippians 4, I can do everything through Him. Through Jesus Christ, we can do actually everything. There's nothing that we cannot do. And so through that, we just lean on God, we just look to God, we just give praise to God. And is that not why we're here this morning, to give praise? God walks with us every step of the way, and it's beautiful to know that. It's beautiful to actually receive that, because as He walks with us, we walk in love with God, and then everything else comes flowing through that. Because God is with us and in us and part of us. Isn't it wonderful to know that we cannot die? That we simply cannot die, because whenever we have accepted Christ and allowed Christ to be part of our lives, at that point we have life eternal. And yes, these bodies go back to dust, but the new body we have is without suffering, without pain. We'll be in that place that is without any form of evil. Are you not excited about that? I am really excited about that one day that all suffering and all evil will be dealt its final blow, and that we will be in a place that our minds can't even start to imagine just how wonderful and how beautiful that truly is. Our kids' camp, it is not this week come, but the week after. It's hard to believe that we're actually only literally a week away before the kids' camp. Laura, do you want to come up here? I didn't ask Laura, but I'm just asking her to come up, so she is coming up. Do you want to say what's happening? And if you use that one there.
We have 76 kids, that excludes any youth, that are helping the first week. So it's big numbers. We have the usual things that we do every year: craft, football and games. So if you're in the hall, you'll see the corridors lined up with stuff. So just getting everything out and getting everything ready for the following week.
And what about leaders?
Leaders, we always need more leaders. So if you are free to help even a day, just come speak to me. The second camp is from the 22nd to the 26th. So if you want to help, just give me a shout.
And if there's one thing that everybody can do, what's that?
Pray for good weather is one of them. So,
it is a big thing.
Obviously, we're outside the whole time. We can do it inside if we have to, but it's not really very practical, just with the sheer numbers that we have. So good weather, and just for the kids and the leaders as well.
Thank you. So that's at the start of July, the first week in July, and the last week in July. So if you want to give a wee hand, it will be more than appreciated. I do mean it'll be more than appreciated. Epworth Methodist. They have the Epworth Playgroup presents Bobby Jameson Memorial Concert Saturday the 29th of June at 7:30. So that's at 7:30. It's a donation at the door, and they're suggesting a donation of £15. That's in Edenderry Methodist Church Hall, and that's on Saturday, next Saturday, the 29th. Also, Lorna Jennings, this is your life. Come on up. I don't know, I can't see down. Come on, Lorna. I know you're here. We say that we give God thanks and praise for all sorts of things. And sometimes we neglect some things.
Thank you.
Do you realize and do you recognize this here?
I do. I do.
Lorna has just got a book published and is in the middle of it. What is it you're actually in the middle of now? Because it's not
Another
just
book.
Another book. So this one's published.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about it?
You'll enjoy it bad. Yes, well, this actually was born in 2012, a long time ago, 12 years ago. And it was shortly after I had cancer. So I had just, sorry, I'm so nervous.
You're doing well.
I just got over having cancer, and I had some dreams when I had cancer, but then in 2012 I had a dream, and the dream was being in a white cottage. And I was coming out of the white cottage, and it had a green door. I remember it really, really well. And I was standing in this grass verge, and this man and woman came walking up over the grass. And I said, good morning. And they said to me, breakfast in heaven. And I remember thinking to myself, now, what was that about? What was breakfast in heaven about? And it took me a day to realise that, after I had got the all clear from cancer, that one of the things I wanted to do was to write, because it was always something I loved doing, even as a child. So I had that dream, and this is like 12 years later, and I just turned 60, and it was one of the things I said whenever I was turned 60, I've got to write this book. So this is the book, and I hope if you buy it, you enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorna.
God works in mysterious ways. He really does. And I just want to thank him. While I'm here, I just want to thank him for everything, from taking me through cancer, for this book, and for all the things I'm going to write. So, thank you.
Thank you, Lorna. Lorna had no idea that she was coming up, and